Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's see what a dusty do. Oh my gosh, they make it harder. So you saw the video, part A. Welcome to part B, the commentary. Let's start with Starbucks. What is happening? Starbucks, after careful consideration, we are closing some stores and locations that have experienced a high volume of challenging incidents that make it unsafe to continue to operate, to open new locations with safer conditions. Why? Crime. Just when they were announcing store closures earlier this year, you thought it was over. It continues on. Why? Because of crime. Because of crime. Starbucks, Target, Whole Foods, Aldi's. Why did they close down? Crime. That's the reason why. And here's the thing about it. A lot of people, I'm beginning to understand, and I'm not a know-it-all, but I can obviously tell some people have a very cavalier, a very lackadaisical attitude toward crimes, and especially problems in the inner cities. Keep your head in the sand. And then you're going to look up and there are no amenities here. Oh, no, there's redlining. Oh, no, there's identification going on. We have enough crazies here. Borders open. Anybody and their grandmother can come here and set up shop. Society is busting at the seams. Overflow of people, overflow of crime, and not enough resources. Look at this. New Orleans has beat Chicago, and I believe this was for August, was it, I think? August. 52 homicides. Chicago 18, New York City 3.5, and St. Louis 45 homicides per 100,000 residents. And I believe that was for the month of August, if I'm not mistaken. But you don't think crime is a factor? You don't think human behavior is a factor? When I say things like we got to get things under control, there's a problem. Open new location with safer conditions. That spells to me the suburbs. And then we want to hear why we don't have this here. Look what they've got. We don't have one in our neighborhood, you think? No kidding. Due to crime. Everybody can't sit home and get a check. It has to come from somewhere. Tax dollars. And this here in New Orleans, as I understand, that's a tourist location. Crime. Oh, tourists get killed. Somebody else gets shot. Unbelievable. But we want to defund the police. That's okay. You're going to defund the police. I hate to tell you that. And for those who don't know, you're going to defund the police. Crime is going to rise. And you're going to find yourself jobless and homeless out in the street. Watch. A lot of people are. A business is not, it's like a human being. It has to thrive. It's not going to sit there and lose money just to keep somebody employed. Well, we need one here. You need your kids, your seat under control. People have gotten out of control. All walks of life, all nationalities, north, south, east, west, you name it, out of control. And they're saying a recession is coming. It's not here yet. I believe it's here. Winter is coming. A winter is here. A blizzard is coming. I really believe that. And now, look at this business owner. Where is his protection? He's sitting up here putting poop on the man's car, excreting, and then placing it on a business owner's car. You think people want to go down there for a nice beer at that tavern? This homeless man is making his problems. I think it's jealousy, and he's taking it on this businessman. Defecating in a bag, like that fool in New York City, and put on that lady's face. And put on a car. Now the police can't do anything? Oh, but if the business owner, heaven forbid, they just lose it and just pop their top and then just freak out and do something to this character, watch, especially dumb, ignorant people. Well, he didn't have to do that to that man. Well, now that wasn't called for. Why don't you go live through it? The man says he has to deal with this pretty much every day. before he starts his business. And then don't forget, unhoused get mad. What are they doing? Oh, they get real mad. Start a fire. We already have a homeless problem. More evictions are being filed. More foreclosures are coming. So that's going to exacerbate the homeless situation. It's going to get worse. And then what? Businesses are closing down. They're moving farther away. These inner cities are going to be a ghost town. And you won't have resources. Some people, as my father used to say, they learn too late. Then when you look up, well, my child is sick. Well, Becky is sick. Oh, my child, Daniqua, is sick, and I need. Well, you have to drive 30 miles. Well, the gas is so high. You think? Really? Well, yeah, they closed everything down because of crime. Then you get that wake-up lesson. We don't want. Sure, there are good and bad officers, you darn Skippy. But a lot of people hollering, defund the police. You're going to see businesses shut down. More than you may be adversely affected. You may be, I hope not, a victim of a crime. Defund the police. It'll get so bad. It is a domino effect. Jobs start cutting off, laying off. Defund the police, might find yourself having to hit that concrete. Look for a job. Oh, yes, not a lot of them out there, are there? Well, what's going to happen? Defund the police, a lot of crime. You may end up, a lot of people end up on the streets. A domino effect. And people don't get it till it's too late. And for the ones that keep these men up, the ones that are housing these criminals, I don't care what nationality, all the mammies, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, I don't care, Caucasian, when it comes your way, you think about it. A lot of people people are doing what they want to do. And a lot of people are committing these crimes. They are being housed and protected. And a lot of male and females, they already know. They just keep it real quiet. We don't want to hurt so-and-so. Until it gets out of hand. And they encounter somebody like the pooper man. The Purge? Yeah. I think we're on the edge. It's coming.
Gravano's SUV.
Isn't this something?
Like this man who openly defecates on Ventura Boulevard. And on this day, tosses a bag of his bodily waste onto business owner Paul Gravano's SUV.
Where's the protection?
Every single day. Every single morning, I'm wiping that off my property before I have to do business.
Oh,
sir, why are you throwing feces at people?
Who?
You threw feces at this gentleman.
This guy has to understand. I'm half paralyzed. I'm blind. I have no car for 9 years.
So what's that to do with you throwing poop on a man's car? Again, if the business owner, heaven forbid, just loses it one day and that man catch those hands, oh, you watch. I will bet more and more people will have, well, he didn't have to do that to that man. Just his being there will drive away business from that man's business. It'll drive away patrons. I don't want to go down there and deal with all that. So a lot of people, you've got people now that people don't want to pay attention to news. They have I just want to hear one little thing as long as I'm okay for the day. And then when things happen, they realize, uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. You darn Skippy. So this right here, we can't afford to have our homeless people, but that is what's coming. More shops are going to be closing up and they'll be going elsewhere. And you're going to find the inner city is going more than likely, I hate to say, going to be the worst place to be for this kind of activity. The worst place to be. More shops closing up. People afraid to come to work. Don't know what to expect. Defecating on the sidewalk. Threatening, putting it on people's cars. Violence, setting fires. Hollering out somebody's going to die. And then we got a whole influx of immigrants coming to open borders. I had a friend of mine. She's like, "Oh, those folks over there, boy, they need to get out of there. Get out of there and go. Are they worried about you? As African American female, are they worried about you? Why don't you go to Los Angeles, like I said, you and your son, and see what'll happen. Move into a place there. They might say, this is our territory. So many black folks that to pack up and run. Why? Getting shot at, getting killed. They set your car on fire in the driveway. You worry about everybody but you. They got the well, now they're gonna be here. We have enough praises already, but you don't know what you're getting. So now we're gonna have an influx of people. Americans are already suffering, and all it's about is so many jobs. Are there good paying jobs? Can those jobs sustain a livable wage? Like it's a Gravey trend. It's a lower paying jobs. And a lot of big companies, they want those people here for one reason. A guy was on Squawk Box and he was saying, hey, I need you to go ahead and get them here, get them over here. Why? So they can work in my hotel. Why? I mean, it's paying low wages. And he can pay lower wages because they just got here. And, take what you can get. I get it. At the same time, he'll make more money. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's life is business. So if you have more homeless Americans and we have an influx of people that are going to be here, you're looking at a powder keg. People just simply losing it. I'm not a hater. I'm a realist. You're looking at a powder keg. So yeah, here's where we are. More companies shutting down, abandoning a lot of inner cities, you think? More homelessness, mental illness on the street, crime, defecating in bags, putting on people's cars, attacking business owners. The business owner has no protection. No protection, none whatsoever. Other shops just closing down. Who'd want to walk having to pass this bar, this man on the street there? Who'd want to do that? Or the other one hollering out, you must die. And the sad thing is, this is horrible. But guess what? It's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse. We're going to have more homelessness, more people with mental illness on the street. I was in a store just yesterday, and I stopped to get a scratch-off ticket. Hey, guys, I won $10. Hey. And a man was behind me, and he had some things like sodas and stuff, and he put it on the counter. He stepped away to get one thing, and he came back, and he was there, and I finished my transaction. A man in the back, I guess he didn't know, and already I hear that bass. Hey, you know the line starts right here, right? And the guy was like, oh, I was already here. And then I just thought to myself, people really getting a little unhinged. I mean, he has things here. The guy was here. And I just got my scratch off and just left. And I thought about it. People, and I understand, but it's like his things are already here. Those aren't my things. But a lot of people are, that's just one incident. But things like that, it can get unhinged. People become unhinged because why? So much going on. And they may see it as being disrespectful. And they've had up to here. So an incident like that can just pop off easily. So I'm afraid this right here is just the beginning of a potential powder keg. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. So be said here on YouTube. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Be alert, people. Be safe. Please try to be aware. Why? It's too many dangerous dust buckets out there. And I'm out.